Hey guys, welcome back here to the Craft of Living. If you're new here, we talk about anything from spirituality, law of attraction, to tarot unboxings, tarot readings, as well as the literal crafts like crochet, and basically any way you want to craft your life with intention and consciousness. So here we are today. Thank you for tuning in. I wanted to do a video, as promised, on my why. Why do I crochet stuffed animals? Do I love children? Am I like obsessed with toy making? What is my why? And this is a really good question for ourselves just to ask, because it's what's going to get you through some of the harder times. But furthermore, what I just learned is if we are doing this more than just a hobby or a pastime, and we want to actually make a career or a living out of this, it's very important to know your why and why you're doing it. Because something that I just really learned the other day from Abraham Hicks, if you're not familiar with her, she teaches a lot of the law of attraction. And she brought up a good point, which was when you are a creator and you are wanting to sell your items, you're really creating two different things. So first you're creating the item, whatever it is you're pouring your heart into, whether it's jewelry making, whether it's pottery, whether it's quilting, whether it's crochet or knitting. And then you're creating how you're selling it, or your vision on how you're wanting, what you get out of it when you sell it. And I realized I had this part down of like, yay, I love creating, but I didn't really have that vision down, or that creating, manifesting part about selling it. And it's like, what are you selling? Are you just selling the jewelry? Are you just selling the gems? Because really there is an energetic component behind it for the real reason that you're selling it. You're not in this world to live alone and to not offer services to other people. So you are offering it to other people as a service, but why? So I really love that because it got me thinking, what is my why on why I'm doing this? And I realized it was kind of surprising that I actually don't create amigurumi or stuffed toys for children. Shocker! Yeah, I'm not like I'm good with kids, but I'm not like a super kid person. So it didn't really make sense on like, oh yeah, I'm making these for kids. That's part of it. And I'll tell you my why, because I have always had an affinity for cute and adorable things. This guy's so fuzzy. I call him Rusky. I named him Rusky. He is my forever bear, and I will never, ever probably sell him. Working with fuzzy yarn is a whole other story, but I just love him so much, and I love to have him. And once upon a time, I believed that, what are you doing? You're an adult. You're not supposed to have stuffed animals. Grow up. And that was a belief that I carried deep down. So I would go to the Hallmark store, or I would go, to some other store, and I would see these little stuffed animals by this company called Jellycat, which is one of my favorite stuffed animal toy makers. Jellycat makes such unusual toys. But I would go in these stores and I was like, oh my God, it's so cute. Like I would see a Snoopy in Hallmark. I'd go in the Disney store and I would see a Heffalump or a Woozle, and I'd be like, oh my God, it's so cute. And at the time, I didn't have any kids. And a part of me was like, just get it. You think it's cute? What does it matter? And then the other part was like, yeah, but what am I going to do with it? It's not practical. It's just going to sit around my house. And, I really just need to grow up, and I shouldn't really have any stuffed animals because, I have to pay bills, and I'm an adult now. And all this is what I call the monkey mind, or your barking dog, or your ego that likes to work purely on logic and reason. Well, what are you going to do with it? Is it practical? until I just kind of gave in to my intuitive hunches. And I was like, all right, I'm just going to get this Snoopy and I don't even care. I'm just going to carry him around. And I've actually dedicated a part in my closet that is just for my stuffed animals. Now, I don't go crazy and just buy every single stuffed animal that I see. It takes a lot for me to buy a new stuffed animal right now because I have my favorites. But, you know, like Build-A-Bear Toy Shop, if you were around when they had those, oh my God, I couldn't resist. I had to like go in there and stuff and fluff my own bear and kiss his little heart and put it inside. I still have those. I made one bear and one Hello Kitty one when they were offering Hello Kitty. And oh my God, I love it still. I mean, you put little clothes on them. Okay, so I just love it. So finally, I just gave in and I gave myself permission to have stuffed animals. Like I said, it doesn't cover an entire room. I'm very picky and selective on which ones I have now. But I let myself do that. And what that did was it fed my inner child. So my inner child could feel heard, listened to, and honored. And honestly, what does it hurt? Anything. And I realized there's a value in sparking joy in your life. So when you spark joy in your life, as long as it does no harm, that can only add benefit to your life. And when you're sparking joy, you're elevating your consciousness, you're elevating your frequency so that you are open to the magic and the mystery of life. You are approaching life in that wide-eyed, childlike curiosity and wonder. And when you're doing that, you're open to infinite possibilities. When you go into logic and reason of, well, what practical purpose does it serve? It's just going to take up space. It's just a dust collector. You're dropping your vibration. You're basically sucking all of the magic and fun and the life out of your existence. So I'm glad that I kind of caved into that. And I know it's just like a 7-minute lead in here as to my why, but I create these guys for adults' inner child. Adults' inner children. Because so often, like I was saying before, I would go to a store and I would see something and I would like, oh my God, I'm getting it. I just can't resist. So I got it. And the lady at the checkout counter would be like, oh, this is a good choice. Is this for your son? Is this it for your daughter? Is this for a gift? No, it's for me. It's for me. It'd be like this cute little bunny that had like one ear down and one ear up. And I just loved it. And they're like, oh, is this for somebody? And I'm like, no, it's for me. I love him. It's for me. And I realized this when I was doing my pop-up shop in the spa, when I would get a lot of clients that would come in and they would say, oh my God, this is such cute stuff. Oh, I wish I had a niece or a nephew or someone small to give this to. And at that time, I didn't think about it, but now I want to vocalize it every time and anytime anybody says that. Hold on, hold that thought. Your inner child is jumping up and down and squealing right now, and maybe it might be a good thing to consider getting one for yourself. And because every time you look at it, it's going to spark joy. And, you know, nobody's saying you have to go and sleep with it, even though sometimes I do. I have a sloth that I love to sleep with. And really it keeps that childlike energy around. And I just know that that creates magic. It opens you up, it opens your mind, and it sparks joy every time you look at it. And to me, that is priceless because you have no idea what magic and, you know, positive unexpecteds await for you when you are elevating your frequency like that. So I actually make my amigurumis for adults. That is why they also, another reason why they are priced the way they are priced, because they're really for adults. Now, children can enjoy them too, because children are already in that zone, and these guys definitely spark joy for them too. They're high vibration items. So I like to make them for adults. I like to tease your inner child out. Come on, you know you want it. Never mind you don't have a nephew or a niece or a daughter or son. Get it for yourself. Get it for yourself. Put it on a shelf. Put it on your desk at work. Hang it in your car. Do something. I mean, not these guys, but like a smaller one, you know, like this little guy. It's just cute, and it brings you back to that time period where anything was possible in life. So that is my why on why I do that, you know. And you know, like this guy, my little axolotl, he looks so happy. He just wants you to take him home. Also, you know, that's also why I created my mermaids. Now, this is not my pattern, but I made adjustments to the pattern to include a lot more hair. She is crazy. She's a wild girl. You can like touch her and, you know, braid her hair and twist it this way and that way. You can pin it up and you just finger comb it. And the tag that I actually made to go with her talks about it and says she's not only a toy, she is a companion, a friend, and it's a therapeutic tool, really, if you want to get technical about it. It is a therapeutic tool, and it's just nice to just kind of play with her and look at her hair. One of my sisters that I gifted this to, she did a full-on braided thing with her, and I mean, look how long her hair is. So this is super fun to play with. So yes, I make these guys for you, the average adult that has a little inner child that's jumping up and down and waiting and wants to get this toy, but they just don't know how to get it across to you that it's okay to, so it's okay to get these for yourself. So I give you permission, if you haven't given yourself permission, that it's okay to get little toys and little snugglers, and even if you want to sleep with it at night, it helps with anxiety. It brings down those anxiety levels, which I don't know about you, but I know I could definitely use the help in that. And this little Rusky guy is just so adorable. And I feel a lot more fulfilled because of it. And that is all I have to share with you today. Will you leave comments down below and let me know if you have indulged your inner child by buying stuffed animals or even a toy that you used to have when you were a kid that you get to play with now? Do you allow yourself that? Do you give yourself permission? If so, what does your collection look like? Does it take up shelves? Do you sleep with them? I want to know all that in the comments down below. Thanks for stopping by today. Until next time, peace.